Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Vrindavan Dham, Jai Shri Radha, Jai Yamuna. We are meditating on the glories of Vrindavan given to us by Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati in his book called Vrindavan Mahimaamrita. We have meditated till shloka number 50 in the previous videos. Today we will go further. Throughout this book you will see he is so ecstatic at times and he gets so restless at times, and he's talking to himself and then he's talking to us that, do not take Vrindavan as just any other place, as a simple thing. You have no idea, brother, what all is there in Vrindavan. Whatever you are craving for, whatever you are looking for, everything you will find it in Vrindavan. So brother, just go to Vrindavan. So many a times he is talking like that. Last time where we ended, he is trying to shake us. And he's trying to make us aware. He just asked us a simple question. Oh brother, do you know for certain when you will die? Or why are you so ignorant? Do you think that you have something great, some Mahamantra or something which can stop death? Or do you think, oh, death is your best friend, he will come, he'll wait for you when you are done with your work, he'll take you. He will give you time, he will allow you time. Oh brother, what are you thinking and where are you lost? Just go to Vrindavan. And in the same mood he is going on in the further shlokas. Shlok number 51, he says, Vrindaranyam bhakti rasadam Govind padambujam Dvande mandavidho mandadhiyo vidanti Nahi tadva sanchana shaste Sandranandara sambudhi nirvadhir Yatra virasti dhruvam No majjanti kubhatayo But samudvigna sudukhairapi. He's trying to tell us, what do you think? You're doing some intelligent thing? Only a fool will not go to Vrindavan. And who is a fool? He says, oh, you are living in the world so tormented. You are looking that maybe some bliss will, let somebody shower bliss upon me. Let somebody shower happiness upon me. Somebody shower all sorts of prosperity upon me. You live in this world like this, but you are tormented all the time. You live like a tormented fool. And when there is a solution for you, go to Vrindavan. You have so much logic. Why not to go? So he's saying only a tormented fool will choose not to go to Vrindavan. That Vrindavan where, he says, Lord Krishna himself resides, and this Vrindavan can bestow upon you the gift of pure devotional service. And that pure devotional service will give you everything. So only a big fool will aspire not to live there. Do not be like that. He goes on saying, what are you thinking? No navedagya bhange kuru vayamaye napi vachanam gurunam manyatha pravishna hi loka vyavrito kutumbadye dine dravana kripayano bhavasito sakrita snehir vrindavana manuhatha nisara sakhe. O Sakha, oh my dear friend. Sakha means friend. Oh my dear friend, are you thinking that you may be disobedient to the Vedas? Because Vedas have so many rituals and so many dharmas prescribed in them. So are you getting confused because of that? That if I leave this dharma, I will suffer. If I leave that dharma, I will suffer. Because you are a parent, because you are a son, because you are a mother, father, whatever, your sister, brother, whatever you are doing. You are employed in some important things, and then Vedas will say, oh, this is your dharma. Your prescribed duties. You cannot leave your prescribed duties. If you leave your prescribed duties, you will incur sin. Vedas talk like that. So are you fearing about that? He says, do not fear. Do not fear if you go to Vrindavan and if you are not being able to do your duties correctly. He says, oh, are you afraid of your teachers? Because they are also giving you all these lectures. Do not go, do not go, do not go to Vrindavan. Are you afraid of them? Don't be afraid. Because there are some gurus who will say, oh, you can find God at home itself. You don't have to go to Vrindavan. Your family is your most important thing. Take care of it. And they may quote other things from other scriptures. By which it sometimes happens, not to everybody. Sometimes when you are listening to all these Vrindavan things, and sometimes you are in love with Krishna, you want to live, you feel like, oh, I want to go to Vrindavan. And the moment you tell it to your family, oh, I want to go to Vrindavan. And if your family is not at all inclined in devotional service or Krishna or any such things, the first action will be, why? What's wrong with you? Why do you want to go to Vrindavan? Oh, those places where, I have seen some sadhus, they are always talking about Radha Krishna's love. What is there? Radha Krishna's love, is it even godly? When you can sit at home and chant, meditate, who is stopping you from meditating? Just sit and chant at home and meditate. Why do you want to go to Vrindavan? And here you are, no, I really want to go to Vrindavan. Because I heard the glories of Vrindavan from teachers, from the Rasik saints of Vrindavan, so let me go. Family will give you thousands of reasons. Some will call you fool, some will call you escapist. Because you're going to Vrindavan. You may just tell them, okay, let's come to a balance. I will only go on the weekend and come, just for 3-4 days. I'll be back. Why but? You don't care about us? And you will be explaining, see, the whole year I am with you, working hard to take care of all of you. I'm just asking 3-4 days to go to Vrindavan. Can't I go? And the family is like, no. What if you go there and you decide to live there permanently? Families have all this fear, God only knows why. And here, you are like, how to explain to these people? I heard I have to go to Vrindavan. I have to go there for Krishna and Radha's love. What? Krishna is there or what? No, I have to go there and sit near the feet of the saints and listen to their satsanga. Oh, they are all available in YouTube. Why do you want to go to Vrindavan? So all this logic, all these arguments will happen in a family life. You are trying to find out some ways to go to Vrindavan. So sometimes you become weak. So here, Prabodhanand says, don't become weak, my brother, don't become weak. If you might have to disobey your guru, sometimes there are gurus who will take the side of the family and they'll be like, no, you must take care of your family, stay here. You are trying to find a middle path. I am also in the same boat. Me, myself. I have a family, I have students, I have work. So at times when I read Vrindavan Mahimaamrita, I'm like, I just pack my bag and go to Vrindavan. But I know I can't leave. So then I made an arrangement. Okay, every year I'll go to India and every year I'll see Vrindavan. I'll spend some time and then I'll come back and then, spend another few months in that hankering that I'll go again to Vrindavan. That also is nice. It helped me actually. So I'm trying to strike a balance because when I'm reading this, I know there will be audience who will be like, I just want to go. So I'm trying to strike a balance, which I have done. I am saying all this because this book inspired me a lot. Till date it inspires. Whenever I read it, my mind is in Vrindavan. It is very difficult to live a life like this in today's world, what Prabodhanand is doing. But wherever possible, we strike balance. And Prabodhanand is very careful. Even though in this moment, in this shlokas, he is very ecstatic and is talking all this. But at times he will go and he will balance it out. He will tell us, okay brother, if you can't do this, do this. We'll read those two. But right now he's saying, if you have to disregard your gurus also, if you have to disregard your elders also, or your family members also, do not worry. If you are disregarding your prescribed duties also, do not worry. Don't just keep running around your family, around those work to maintain your family. Take a break. and run to Vrindavan. Do not be bound by the love and compassion shown by all these people around you. Go to Vrindavan. Don't give any reasons. He goes on saying, Yatra bhanga smara vilasatahi kridato dampatito gaura shamo pratipada maha ascharya saundarya rashi. सांद्रानंदोन्मदरस महासिंधु सम्मजिताली वृंदावनिदमहो दुर्भगानाश्रयन्ते. He says only the most unfortunate people will not go to Vrindavan, even after hearing the glories. And he says, what glories should I tell you? How glorious is Vrindavan? Brother, you must know, this is the place where this handsome, dark, and one beautiful golden lady, this couple are eternally enjoying their amorous pastimes. This Vrindavan can give you that prema ras, that devotion that you are looking for. You know, when we hear Gita, when we start thinking about Krishna, and we really start feeling that love for Krishna, that pull for Krishna. So we are looking for that prema ras. He says that what you are looking outside, it is very easy to attain in Vrindavan. Because this couple, Nitya Kishori, eternally young couple, they are always there. So just head towards Vrindavan for that devotional service, for that devotion, for that love of Krishna that you are looking. It's very easy to attain. And I will tell you, it is very easy to attain. By my own experience, I feel that. In other places, I have to work hard to think of Krishna. But when I am in Vrindavan, you see Krishna everywhere. You see Radha name chanting everywhere, Radha name written everywhere. People calling each other with Radha Radha. How many times I have mentioned this? You are drinking the water of Yamuna, and when you are walking there, the breeze that flows, the breeze is carrying the dust of Vrindavan. Your body is getting smeared by the breeze itself. You don't have to, even if you forgot to put any Vrindavan Raj, it is there, it is flowing in the breeze. It becomes so easy. So what he is saying is, oh, how much glory should I tell about Vrindavan? Even after knowing all this, only if somebody does not want to go and take shelter of Vrindavan, they are unfortunate people. Radha Nagar Keli Sagar Nimagna Lidrisham Yatsukham No Talle Shalavayate Bhagavatah Sarvo Api Saukyotsavah Tatrasha Yadi Kasya Chinna Rupamam Praptasya Bhagyashriyam Tad Vrindavan Namani Dhamani Parameswiyam Vapurnasyatu. He says, if somebody is desiring of Lakshmi, of prosperity, or the biggest sukha means pleasure, happiness. We are in this world always desiring to be prosperous. He says, if you are desiring prosperity also, go to Vrindavan. You may ask, why? I am looking for eternal peace, eternal happiness with whatever I do, eternal love, because love brings happiness. He says, yes, you will experience that only in Vrindavan. Look at the Sakhis. Sakhis, the Sacharis and the Sakhis are those devotees, those Rasik saints who worship Radha Krishna as their maid attendant, in that bhava, in that mood of maid attendant, or the friend of Radharani, or the friend of Krishna. You look at the Sakhis. Who is more happier than them? Who is more prosperous than them? They have Krishna with them. He says, if you are looking for that, oh, you may say, I am looking for Lakshmi. Lakshmi means wealth. Yes. Millions of Lakshmis are just roaming around there to serve Radha and Krishna and her Sakhis. If somebody is a devotee of Krishna, Lakshmi ji is standing there, that the devotee should never suffer from anything. So whatever you're looking, the prosperity, the happiness, the joy, the bliss, the love, the wealth, whatever you're looking, oh brother, it is there in Vrindavan. Understand this. Understand the glories, the subtle glories of Vrindavan. So go there. Do not think anything else. All the Supreme Personality of Godhead's happiness does not equal an atom of the gopis' happiness when their eyes are plunging in the ocean of Radha's loving pastimes. So if someone aspires to attain this incomparable good fortune, he should let his body perish in the spiritual realm called Vrindavan. Radha Nagar Keli Sagar Nimagna Lidrisham Yat Sukham No Tallesh Lavayate Bhagavata Sarvapi Saukhyatsavam. Nothing more greater than this amorous pastimes which happen in the deepest groves of Vrindavan, the innermost groves of Vrindavan, called the Nibrita Nikunja. And he says, if you really want happiness, make a determination that you will live in Vrindavan and you will die in Vrindavan. Radha Keli Mrigasya Kasachidaho Shyamasya Yuno Nava Syabhiri Ganakangshamana Karunadrishte Smaronmadini Sarvamnaya Duruha Krishna Rasa Sarva Swaika Sandharini Shri Vindavipinabhida Vijayate Kandarpa Keli Sthali. He says, all glories to Vrindavan, which is the transcendental place where Shri Krishna and Radha perform their transcendental loving pastimes along with the Sakhis and the Sahcharis. This Vrindavan holds the nectar of Radha Krishna and Sakhi's love, which even the Vedas cannot describe. Oh, this Vrindavan can give you that love of Godhead. So, what are you thinking, my brother? The love that is there in Vrindavan, he says, even Krishna is maddened by it. It maddens him so much that he is longing. Krishna is longing. You are longing for Krishna. And Krishna is longing for gopis. For the love of gopis. Krishna is longing for the gopis' merciful glances. Krishna is longing for Shri Radharani's side glances. So here you are, you have heard about Krishna, you want to love Krishna, you want to offer all your love to Krishna. And then, what is Krishna doing? You want Krishna to look at you. But what is Krishna looking at? Krishna is looking at Radharani. So if you want Krishna's attention, whose attention you should catch? Radharani's. How will you catch Radharani's attention? By serving Radharani. How do you serve Radharani? By becoming her maid attendant, by becoming her friend, by becoming her Sakhi. Can you become? Yes. Yes. This is called Sakhi Bhav Upasana, Ras Upasana, Sahchari Bhav Upasana. I worship her. I am her friend and I am her maid attendant. In that bhava, when you worship, Radharani's attention will be on you. And if Radharani's attention is on you, of course, the love of your life, Shri Krishna's attention will come on you. So this is Upasana, this is Upasana means this is worship, where we are worshipping both of them together in this loving mellow, of devotional service, which is called as Madhurya Ras. Madhurya means full of nectar, full of nectar. This is how you love Radha and Krishna. So he says, oh brother, all glories to Vrindavan, which is the place of Krishna's amorous pastimes, which is full of this nectarian pastimes, which is full of nectar. Even the Vedas cannot attain. And this maddens even Krishna so much that he's looking for Radhika's, for Gopis' glances. And he has himself become, he says, here it says, Radha Keli Mriga. Means Krishna has become the pet deer of Radharani. This is the situation in Vrindavan. So, what else are you looking for? Go to Vrindavan. He says, do not worry about anything. Okay, I'm preparing. So, you tell, okay, I'm preparing to go to Vrindavan. What should be my mindset? Really? Will Radha Krishna look at me? What more should I do? So, he goes on saying, develop an attitude. What is that attitude? It has already been mentioned in the Gita. So, if you have come this far, I'm assuming that you have learned the Gita. Because only when you learn the Gita, only when you understand the bhava of Gita, the essence of Gita, you will know that every chapter Bhagavan is saying, Samatvam Yogam Uchyate, be equipoised under all circumstances, whether it is happiness or distress, whether it is whether people are praising you or people are humiliating you in praises and insults. Be equal-minded. If you're getting victory or if you're losing something, be equal-minded. Don't get affected by anything else. So Bhagavan has spoken about this in great lengths. Now, if you have started loving Krishna, you have to follow the path which he has suggested in Bhagavad Gita. You have to develop this attitude. People say sometimes, oh, they saw a vision of Krishna, they saw a vision of Radha. Many times it is their imagination and they think, oh, this imagination is the vision, is the darshan. It is right, your imagination is also right, no problem with that, we have to visualize. But along with the visualization, where you feel that love or where you feel your beloved is with you, along with that visualization, you also have to develop a state of mind which is mentioned in the Gita. When you develop that state of mind, when you purify your consciousness, and then when you have the vision, then that darshan or that vision is the perfect vision. Otherwise, you may have a vision, oh, Radha Krishna is with me, I am enjoying, they are playing and they are doing all these things, and then when you come back to the world and somebody just told you something, they just criticize you. What do? You're always sitting and doing time pass. You don't want to work, you just want to take the mala and chant, and that's it. Somebody commented on you like this and you lost the happiness that you saw in your meditation. Radha Krishna, and you just forgot it. And you're like, why are you saying that to me? And you start fighting with them. Sometimes you'll say, oh, no, Krishna said don't fight. Krishna said, no, you have to be equipoised, and then you don't fight. And then you're sitting. But in your head you are fighting. Now that vision of Radha Krishna which was there in the previous meditation won't come back. You are just chanting the name and you're meditating on that fight that happened. And you are mentally arguing with that person. So you have to change that consciousness under all circumstances from the deepest core of your heart, from the deepest consciousness. It should not be there in your subconscious, nothing. And that is what he is telling in another shloka, the next shloka, 56. Maharangatve va parama vibhave va bahutare va sukhe va dukhe va yashashi bahule athap yashasi mano va loshtre va suridhi parame vidvishati va samam drishtir nityam mam bhavantu vrindavanujashaha. He says, he's praying, oh Vrindavan, I pray to you that first of all, you give me a chance to live in Vrindavan. Let me reside in Vrindavan. And how I want to live in Vrindavan? The way Lord Krishna has suggested to me. Oh Vrindavan, let my consciousness become so pure that I may consider with equal vision. I may be equanimous. I may be equipoised. Even if there is severe poverty, or if I have great wealth, I should not get carried away by any of these situations. I may have great happiness, or I may be very distressed. There may be intense suffering because of me choosing to be in Vrindavan. I may not get carried away by that. I may be very famous, or I may become very infamous. Let me not be carried away by that. Let me consider gold and dust to be equal. Sama alostra kanchana, which Bhagavan Krishna has said in Gita. Let me consider a gem and a clod of earth equal. So, O Vrindavan, help me, that I consider my friends and my enemy also as equal. This is the mindset, this is the consciousness. And then he goes on saying, how is Vrindavan? Oh, Vrindavan is wonderful. Ascharyam dhamam Vrindavanam idam ascharyam matrapi radha krishnakhyam gaura neeladvaya madhuram ahastata padamboru hecha. Ascharya shuddha bhavaha parama padama matharuya tannishtha eva ascharya kaschin mahatma parama suvirlas tadvish ascharya eva. He says, Vrindavan is wonderful. The two wonderful, beautiful young couple, the fair and the dark splendors, namely Radha Krishna, who are in this Vrindavan, they are wonderful. Pure love at their lotus feet, which is only in Vrindavan, is wonderful. And he who has faith in them and rises to the spiritual world, goes to Vrindavan, is wonderful. Such a person is rare. He is a rare soul who understands this truth of this hidden truths of Vrindavan as wonderful. He goes on saying, Sakhena janaranjanam kuru karindriyanam sada videhi bahuganjanam pranaya bhanjanam sarvatah hatam na kuru bandhane sutakalatra mitradike vapurvaya samihaya nivasavatsa vrindavane. Oh brother, oh friend, do not try to become very popular in the world. That popularity is of no use. If your senses are misguiding you, treat them roughly. If the love of the world is pulling you, break that love. If the attachment to your wife, to your children, to your friends and the relatives is very strong, work on it. Weaken it. Oh friend, just desire to stay in Vrindavan till the last moment of your life. And how you should stay in Vrindavan? You say, okay, let me decide. But what will I do in Vrindavan? What do you have to do in Vrindavan? Okay. Radha Madhava Yorya Shansi Satatam Gayan Tatha Karnayan Tajjiveshu Cha Varnayan Samrasai Sambhuya Santarkayan Kunja Manaratam Bahuparishkurvan Mahabhavato Dehado Krita Helanodayita He Vrindatavim Avasa. He says, what you must do? Oh, you must go and always sing and describe the glories of Vrindavan. Well, but I don't know how to describe the glories of Vrindavan. No worries. Sit with the saints of Vrindavan. Sit with the Rasik saints of Vrindavan. Mix with the holy people of Vrindavan. Listen to their satsangas, to their discourses. Talk with them. Enjoy these beautiful amorous pastimes in their discourses, in their talks. You will find many like this in Vrindavan who really truly love Radha Krishna. Just like that love that you are feeling right now in your heart. If you want to dive deep into it, you have to go to Vrindavan, because this is the place where all lovers like you, all crazy, mad people like you reside. So go to Vrindavan, my brother, and cleanse yourself. How will you cleanse? Oh, decorate yourself with the garlands that you get from the deities. Decorate your mind, cleanse your mind. How? By cleansing the floor of Vrindavan. Wherever you go to the temples, wherever you go to the ashram, take an opportunity, take the broom, clean it up. Cleanse your body, cleanse your mind, cleanse your mouth, cleanse your eyes, purify everything, purify your consciousness. By listening, hearing, glorifying, seeing, thinking, and doing seva, service in Vrindavan. Oh Vrindavan, oh my dear friend, forget about your body. Be so deeply engrossed in Radha Krishna that forget about this body. Oh friend, please reside in Vrindavan. We end up with the last shloka now for today. 60, shloka number 60. Mukta Shri Bhisa Kalita Pado Narakam Yati Dhavan Labdva Chintamani Matha Mahavaridho Nikshipeta Saha Kritva Vashyam Sakala Bhaga Vachekaram Shwadhama Syad Yodur Buddhis Tejati Sahasa Prapya Vrindavanam Tat. He says, if somebody knows this much glories of Vrindavan, and sometimes, listening to people talking about Vrindavan, and people say, oh, we love Krishna, they go to Vrindavan. And then when they see Vrindavan, they are like, what is there in Vrindavan? Nothing. The way I heard about Vrindavan, the glories, it doesn't even seem like that. People are begging, people are poor. And then they leave Vrindavan. Oh, I'm better off in my city, I'm better off in my country. And they don't know, and then they do not want to go to Vrindavan again. He says, what to talk about them, my dear brother? They are very unfortunate. Oh, how do you say so? Of course, Vrindavan gave them a chance to come. It's like getting liberation in your hands. Getting liberation in your hands, but you want to just throw away that liberation and go back to your world full of tension. No worries. You are very unfortunate to even receive that. And somebody says, oh, I went to Vrindavan, I saw this mandir, I saw these deities, but my desires are not fulfilled. I asked that deity to fulfill my desire, but that desire didn't get fulfilled. God bless you. He says, they have no idea. They were called by Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself. They got the Chintamani jewel which could have fulfilled all their desires. But they ran after their desires and ran back to their world and they left that Bhagavan. Who will fulfill the desire? Then God only knows. They have become lowly like a dog because only a dog cannot understand the glories of Vrindavan. Such a person who after attaining Vrindavan again lives is like an animal. Who can teach an animal the glories? So with this, we will end it up here. There are more beautiful shlokas coming up in the next videos where he will get into those ecstatic moods, As I told you, you'll again and again feel like packing your bags and getting to Vrindavan, and then you look around yourself, you're like, I can't go now. So then he will, like we are hurted, like we feel like we want to go, but we can't go. So you feel like crying. So then he'll put a bomb on us, He'll give some very soothing words which makes us feel better. And with that soothing words, we can also meditate wherever we are sitting in whichever part of the world. So we'll wait till next video. May Radha, Krishna, the Sakhis and all the Rasik saints of Vrindavan bless us. May this transcendental Vrindavan manifest in our heart. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Radha.